Death is better. Death is better than suffering that much. My name is Sara Im. I grew up in Cambodia. Uh, I was born into a farmer's family. My parents are farmers, and we live in the countryside. And our environment is a lot of natural stuff. We live near the river, and I'm a firstborn child, and so I feel love and secure. As a firstborn, my mom loved me very much, and she expressed it. And I enjoy my relationship with my parents, and then later on, I have my brother, and we are just a family, a loving family. And when I got to about 13, 14, something happened. A glitch happened into our family. This is a big glitch. My mom had an accident, and she became paralyzed. So as the firstborn, I became a caregiver. I cared for my mom for four full years. I love my mom even much more than she was healthy, because when I took care of her, I feel so sympathy, so compassion, and I really want her to get well. So during those 4 years that she lay flat on her back, our love relationship grow. And then after 4 years, she got better. And then it's time for me to graduate from high school and attending college. When I went to college, I had to go away from my family because college is far away from home. It's in the capital city, and I grew up in the countryside, so there is no university in the countryside. So I had to leave my family behind. And when I was in college, the communist regime took over our country. Then thing happened. Things changed drastically in my life. We saw the military truck drove into the city, and the marching soldier marching in with different uniform. It's not the usual soldier uniform that we used to see. So this new soldier wear black. That's their color. Their black uniform, carry big gun on their shoulder, marching in to the city. They demand that everybody leave, leave our home, leave our place, get out from the city. They do not want anybody to live in the city. They don't believe in the city lifestyle. They hate the city lifestyle. We are all get out of the apartment of a house immediately and walk. They didn't tell us where to go, but just to tell us, get out, get out. And we march on the crowded street in the intense hot sun. We eat the food that we grab from our place, and when the food is gone, it's gone. There's no place to buy anything. They shut down the whole country. There's no more marketplace because they want us to work in the farm, work in the rice field, to produce everything, to produce. Everybody have to produce. The city, it's the lifestyle that they hate. That's why there is a revolution. That's why there's a communist regime. The communist regime is all about working to build the country. It's all about grassroots. It's all about hard work. It's hard work.
And so anything that was like capitalistic or people making a lot of money, they hated. Did
Definitely.
did they want everyone to be equal?
Yes. Yes.
And they thought if you were working on the rice paddies and agriculture that that would achieve their goal.
Yes.
And that would be like a utopia, like the best country ever.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
We keep walking for a few weeks, and then we went into the village. The people that live in the village, the communists already reached them first. They reached them, they prepared them that very soon the city people will come. Immediately they sent us to go to work in the rice field right away with the villagers. But in case of me, my mind was always thinking about what happened to my mom, my brothers, my family. I want to be with them. And in my mind, it's always fighting and looking for a way to go home. But they shut down the transportation. They shut down the airplane, and there's no post office anymore. I cannot communicate with my family. It was a disaster for me, for somebody who really close to the family. And then, uh, like a couple weeks later, they make an announcement. They said, we will take some people to Battambang. Battambang is the city where my family lives. And I said, oh my goodness, I'm going. So they transport us into a city that is now Battambang. And now they don't drop us in the city. Of course, they don't want anybody to live in the city. So they drop us in a very remote village in another city, that in another province that I never know that area before. So we went. I did not get to go to my hometown. And then when I got to the other place, when they drop us in the middle of nowhere, we had to rebuild a new life there. So my uncle had to build a little hut with the wood, with the straw, make like a shelter for us to live in there. And then whatever they want us to do, they want us to go to the rice field, of course. So we start a new life in that middle of nowhere. But I'm still not settled. I still want to keep going. I still want to go to Battambang. It's the province where my family are located. I thought that they were still there. And then there was an announcement. They are looking for single people to volunteer. They will train us to do the right, uh, you know, to do rice planning. So I just keep going because I don't want to stop there. It's not my destination. I keep volunteering. I was thinking maybe pretty soon I will get to my family. So I volunteer again. This time it's only single men and women. So that means I will have to depart from my uncle's family. It's very sad, but I had to because um, I want to achieve my goal. I want to find my family. So this time they took all of us, the single people that volunteer. And when we arrived at the location where they want us, I realized it's the big camp. There was 1,000 single men and women. 1,000. So they pull people from a different part of the different area and put us in this location. It was an an abandoned Buddhist temple. So we have a place to sleep in, like a shelter for the monk used to stay there, but no more monk, no more Buddhist monk, because this communist regime, they don't believe in any religion. They are atheists. So we live in that abandoned temple, and they start us to go to work right away. So the work is like this. They woke us up at 4 a.m. We are ready. We line up, man with man, woman with woman, line up a long line, 4 o'clock, ready to go to work. So we walk a long way. When we get to work, we work in the rice field. The rice field we bend down all day long, either planting or harvesting. We do everything by hand. There is no machine, no tractor. They use us as their tractor. It just everything is us. It's a human tractor. So yeah, they use they put us to work in that heat 15, 16 hours a day. Yeah, yeah. They work us until dark. And during that day, they give us a little food. It's not enough. A lot of men are very struggle because men eat more than women, and they did not have more food. They just have the same amount of food like women. Well, they give us a plate, just rice, and a little bowl of soup that we divided by four. So we sit two on this side, two on that side, and a little bowl of soup at the middle. And each one of us have the rice on our plate. And that soup is just the watery, a lot of water and a little bit of the green vegetable and a few pieces of small fish. That's it. That's it. And we had to, you know, share with four of us. It's not enough. That soup may be enough, barely enough for one person. And now we share with four people. The guard are always carry big gun. They watch us whether we work or not working. So nobody dare to do anything but work. We line up, start like racing, right? Everybody they keep moving, and I just stumble. And by the time I look up, everybody was so far away, and I'm so far behind. I was so fearful for my life. And, oh my goodness, how could I catch up with the rest of the people? How could I feel so stupid?
Were you afraid that they might shoot you because you fell down? You were seriously, they could shoot people if they fell down.
Mhm. Yeah, they could.
Did you see that happen ever? People being shot?
But this group is so different from the rest of the group that I heard about. Different region, they have a different leadership. But this group, they don't kill people at front of us. They might kill people, but secretly. They just sneak out, just disappear. People that they want to eliminate, it just disappear.
Mm,
Yeah. So I'm so grateful for that I don't have to see it,
mhm, mhm.
but I'm fearful for my life all the time. And then one of these days, they will take me away because I don't know what to do. But anyway, um, I got sick because the condition of work and not enough food, not enough rest, and not enough sleep. You know, when we are young, we I was early 20, I need more sleep, and I didn't have enough sleep, maybe 4 hours a night. So yeah, you remember when you were young, you need more than 4 hours, right? I so I can laugh now, but back then I was so sleepy and tired, and Well, exhausted. It's not just tired, exhausted. So pretty soon, a lot of us get sick. So I got sick also. Yeah, I start getting sick with malaria and typhoid. So when we got sick, we was hoping that they will give us day to rest, but no, no. If we rest and our shelter, we would not have a chance to line up to receive the food. So if we rest, we can go without food. So we had to go to work like everybody else. When you have fever, you cannot handle the heat because we are already hot, you know. But we had to go to work. So yeah, the life is miserable beyond describable. It's undescribable. It's it's a very hard life. So I'm pushing myself to work even though I was sick until I cannot push anymore. Then I realized that whatever they do, I cannot work. I cannot go in the sun. So they send people like me that is too sick to work. They send us into a place. They say you need to go to the hospital. But their hospital is the place where you can just stay there until you die because there's nothing to help us. It's like a hospice place. So when I got to this place, I realized that I should not stay there because I would get more disease from other people. But everybody was very sick. So our immunity is so weak that we will get anything that anybody else has. With my mind, always think about my family. I I realized very quickly that I need to get out from there. I don't know how. So I was trying to figure out how to get out from this. So I was thinking about running away, but I don't know where to run to. I don't know the way. And thinking about get back to the workplace, but I can't work. Ah, if I stay there, I'm not going to live, I'm not going to survive. So at that time, I was thinking about some story that my mom used to read to me. And there's one story that I listened when she read the story that have God. The God have compassion toward children and women, and He help rescue the children and women from a mean people, mean person. So I determined that there was God. There is God. So at that time, the only hope that I have was God. I never know anything about that God, but I think there must be God. So I start to pray and I ask. So I wait till night time so nobody see me and I bow down and pray and cry out to God, please, please save me, please help me. So I pray every night. And then one morning, I woke up very early, early than anybody. So I feel like, oh, I have a little bit extra energy today. I'm going to sneak out. I sneak out. I went back to the workplace. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I took my chance, get out from there. On my way back, I met one young team leader, and she's the person that was evacuated from the city, just like me. but they raised her up to become one of the leader. So she knows me and she had compassion on me. She tried to help me, and she realized I cannot work in the rice field like everybody else. You know what she did? She went to the kitchen where they prepare meals to feed 1,000 people. And she asked them, can you use an extra help to just help chop up the veggie and, whatever you need? They say, okay, yeah, we can use one more person. So, and she was so come back and smile and told me, you know, you can go work in the kitchen. And I was so happy. I know God answered my prayer because only God know what I need at that time. God sent me that angel, that team leader who is so kind and compassionate, and brought me to the kitchen. So I was able to work there and have access to food and work in the shade and get some extra sleep. Well, a little more than everybody else. So gradually, I feel a little better every day. I stay there for several months, and I look back like my normal self again. I I feel like I survived. I survived, but not so fast. When they saw me look better, feel better, they pull me out from the kitchen, throw me back into the rice fields. So I went back to work with everybody in the rice field again. I start to decline. My health start to decline again. But at least I got a break. At least I didn't die in the hospice. So I endure almost 4 years in that rice field. But in between, during those 4 years, I was in and out of the infirmary, in and out of the hospital, they call it. But I always sneak out. Toward the end of 4 years, there's something happened. There was a noise, a sound, faded sound from far away, like a bomb, like a gun sound, like somebody is coming. So this team leader, this group that watch us, they know something is coming, so they move us. They move the camp, and by that time, the camp that used to have was 1,000 people. We probably have maybe less than 300. The rest of them are probably dead. From 1,000 people to about 300. So yeah, a lot of people die. I didn't know, I didn't see it, but just people disappear one by one. But they they move us away from that place. So it seemed like they are escaping something. They are running away from something. So they push us into the jungle. When I realized that we are moving into the direction of the deep jungle, I keep moving the first few weeks with them. And then I said, I have enough. I think we are going deeper into the jungle. It's not what I want. I would not find my family there. So I need to do something. So this is where the danger come in. If we don't follow them, that means we betray them. We fight against them, or yeah. But I still determined that my family is more important. So I was thinking about escaping, but I was frail because I'm in and out of the infirmary, in and out of the hospice. I was so skinny and have no energy. So I was thinking, oh, I had to ask a few of my good friends. So three of my good friends agreed to help me to escape. So we make plan to escape. We had to escape at night because during the day we cannot do it because they see us and they will shoot us right away. So we wait till nighttime and we just gamble. We have no clue how to do it, where to go, and so on. I was just praying, asking God to help, and hopefully that we make it. So thank goodness God was with us. He protected us during our escape. We get out that night. When the morning come, we realized that we were free. We were free. We feel so good. But it's very dangerous. That night, we could have stepped on the snake. We could get caught. They could have shoot at us right away, but none of that happened. We have no idea why they didn't see us, and whatever it is, it didn't happen. But we were free, and we were so happy. And then we keep walking, keep moving, walking backward, trace back where we came from. So when we see some people, we ask for direction to go to my hometown, and some people know and they pointed out, go this way, this way. So we just follow direction and go. And I was so sick and uh, still sick, have diarrhea and all kind of issues, but keep moving forward. And then finally we got to the the province where my family was supposed to live. And then finally we got to the place where my house used to be, but the house wasn't there. They destroyed our house, and my family are not there. But I keep asking around, I keep searching for them, and then finally I found my family. I went to my new place where my family lived, and I saw my mom first of all. My mom did not recognize me. So at that time I was 25, but I looked like 95. I looked like a 95-year-old because I was skin and bone, just a skin and bone, like a skeleton walking. Yeah, and I asked my mom, I said, "Where is Dad?" And mom said, "Your dad is riding the bicycle everywhere and asking for people, looking for you." So imagine my dad riding the bicycle. "Have you seen my daughter? Have you seen my daughter?" Everywhere. Yeah, they thought that I didn't make it because the whole, here's the kick. The whole country had been liberated for 4 months. 4 months. And I just came out. If I did not escape, I probably still in the jungle somewhere until now, or maybe I didn't make it. So the whole country had been liberated, but the camp that kept me, they moved us into the jungle. That's why they move us. My mom uh, started to pamper me with her wonderful food, everything organic. They love to plant the garden near the house. My dad loved planting garden. So mom make a lot of delicious food and feed me and pamper me. So for whole years I have been pampered to get back to my normal self. Yeah, it took more than a year for me to recover. So that's my journey in Cambodia. At that time, our country was pretty much destroyed. Everything was chaotic. There is no government, there's no law, no rule, no school, no nothing. Everything was pretty destroyed. But my story did not end. I finally escaped out of Cambodia. I'm a story of escaping.
Is there more?
Escaping out of Cambodia to come here. My mom encouraged me to go out. At first, I fight. I didn't want to go, but she had a vision. My mom say, "Honey, you are a young woman in this chaotic country. You need to go out and find yourself a place where it's safer." So she teamed me up with one of her cousins, and we went to the Thai border together. And when we got closer to the border, we had to wait to follow other people as a group. We sneak in together, so we get out through the border together. It's uh, it's it's very risky, but we were courageous. Yeah, when we crossed the border, we got to the other side. We found the United Nations refugee camp, and we registered as a refugee, and from then on, I found my way to come to United States. I feel accomplished, so accomplished and amazed how I never have a dream to come to United States, but life happened. So when you survive, when you overcome a, 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 a deadly challenge, you can have a big reward. So
Oh,
people that experience only freedom, they have no idea. Once you lose your freedom, you have no idea. You have no idea. So I just give them the warning. So don't, you know, don't be complacent. Don't take your freedom for granted. And be careful if somebody promises you something that is almost too good to be true, it maybe is. So don't buy into the propaganda, especially the communist. Well, they don't show up as a communist. They just tell you the other way to live, the other way. So you have to be careful. And living in this area, I heard many people whisper in my ear, say, "You need to go to Tampa. You need to go to the school. Those children, they are crazy. They believe that the communism or whatever is better." So, yeah, I feel bad. That's why I don't mind sharing my story, because all I share is my own experience. I experienced it myself. I
yeah,
did not read from the book.
no.
No, no. So maybe God keep me alive so I can tell the truth.
So, where do you find strength now after everything that you've been through?
I found a strength of believing that there is God, and I still believe until now that God was with me. So that gave me strength.
Mhm.
And during that time, is my love for my family gave me strength. My love, my faith in believing in God, and also my determination, my purpose, my goal. My purpose is to go and find my family. So if I didn't have that strong purpose, I probably just give up. It just life is too hard. uh, death is better. Death is better than suffering that much.
Yeah.
And the people that love me during that hard time, I call them like sisterhood, like God sister. They are so kind. When I was so sick, I have this urge to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night many times. This disease is called typhoid, and the bathroom, there's no bathroom. You have to go out in the woods to relieve yourself. So at that time, I was blind. They call it a night blindness. When you don't have enough nutrition, your body reacts so differently. For me and many other people, we have night blindness. At night, we cannot see. So for me to try to go to the bathroom by myself, I would have get lost and wandering in the wood all night long. But my girl next to me, I tap on their shoulder, please help me. So they always help me, leading, holding my hand and go into the wood with me every night, many times a night. So there are kind people like that. Every time I have an opportunity to speak, to share my story, I said, people is the most important resource in your life. You succeed or fail, your success or failure, it has something to do with people in your life.